Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas
And Aušra Motuzaitė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 25 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 687 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Steven and he writes, Vidas, here are my responses to your questions. Number 1. What is your dream for organ playing? My dream is to improve my playing with the most effective way to practice and get the most out of my practice time. Number 2. What are 3 most important things that are holding you back from realizing your dream? A. Effective practice and getting the most of my practice time. B. Better registrations for the music. C. Being more confident in my playing. Currently practicing Vidas toccata from his 5th organ symphony and Wern's finale from the 1st symphony and Carillon de Westminster, and these works of J.S. Bach, toccata and fugue in D minor BWV 565, fugue in D BWV 532A, preludium and fugue in D minor BWV 549A, and the jig fugue BWV 577. Thank you for all you two do in assisting others to improve their playing skills at the organ. Steven. Well, where shall we start, Aušra?
It's up to you. You choose.
Okay, this is a long message, but let's decipher a little bit, unpack, right? His dream is improve his playing with the most effective way to practice and get the most of his practice time, which is rather generic.
Yes,
doesn't
it's very
say
generic.
much. But then let's maybe talk about challenges and then pieces that he plays a little bit mentioning.
Sure.
So the first, effective practice and getting the most of practice time.
Well, I don't think you can find a magical way that, with sitting down on the organ, you will learn all those really difficult pieces that, we read here. So basically, you just have to practice every day very diligently and spend at least a couple of hours at the organ bench.
Yeah, if he is practicing 1, 2, 3 pieces from the symphonic repertoire and 4 pieces, major pieces by Bach,
Yes, and
that's a lot.
yes, that's really a lot. And what I noticed that from his repertoire that he selected, actually his repertoire doesn't show variety. And when I'm saying about variety, I'm meaning that, for example, if he would choose to practice entire symphony, let's say by Louis Verne, he would get different pieces in that symphonic cycle.
Or Vidas symphony.
Yes. But now if you choose only, loud and fast pieces, as I see in this, on his list, then I don't know how to make your practice really effective because you can really hurt your hands.
Exactly. You practice for a couple of hours, 7 major pieces.
And basically these are almost all toccatas.
Yeah, toccata.
Or fugues,
Toccata style pieces. It's really difficult. If you think of toccata and fugue as 2 different movements, so it's even more than 7 pieces, right?
Yes.
It's 7 plus 1 and 2, 9 movements in total.
So if all these pieces are new on his repertoire list, I would never learn them all at the same time. It's really unrealistic.
And what's the point of playing them all together at the same time? You will not be able to play them in one recital or in one church service as a postlude or prelude. Definitely not, right? So you need variety, as Osher says. I understand that some people value loud and fast organ music, and especially famous loud and fast organ music, which is a shame sometimes because there is so much wonderful, slow, and famous organ music. Slow and soft, famous organ music. If you only are interested in famous works, plus there are so many undiscovered composers or forgotten composers who created either slow music or fast music, but we don't know about it.
But even, when talking about these composers mentioned here, Bach, Widor, and Wern, there are so many pieces written by them that, are really worth of attention and could, add very nicely to variety of repertoire. For example, all the choral works by J.S. Bach.
Yes, it definitely would hurt my program if I only played toccatas and fugues and preludes.
Or, by Louis Wern also there are other cycles.
Yeah. Maybe with Vierne, I wouldn't start with symphonies. I would start with probably 24 pieces in the freestyle, which could be played by hands only or with pedals, optional pedals.
Because look, if you are playing only fast and loud pieces and you are talking about problems of making registrations, actually, like all these pieces mentioned by J.S. Bach, we can be played on one registration, organo pleno, that's it.
Principal chorus.
Yes.
16, 8, 4, a fifth, mixture, 2, right? And you can couple another manual to the same Hauptwerk division, the grade division, also principal chorus, maybe without 16. So it would be 8, 4, 2, and mixture with the coupler to the grade. And the pedals principals 16, 8, and 4, and posaune with mixture, that would be quite enough.
And Wern and Widor, we usually describe what we want from the registration, so it's not a problem to pull out the right stops. But again, there wouldn't be much of a variety because all those pieces are also, toccata-like and really fast and virtuosic pieces. And well, if you are talking about effective practice way, you need to have wider selection of a repertoire and never work on more than 2 or 3 big pieces in your repertoire at one time. You need to have shorter pieces, softer pieces, slower pieces. That way you can alternate in your practice time. Because if you will only, play fast and hard, you definitely will damage your hands. And once it's done, usually it's no way back.
Exactly. If you practice for 20 minutes those 9 pieces on your list for 2 hours, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, that's only 6 pieces that you can do in 2 hours. You need 3 hours just to spend 20 minutes on each piece. And that's even not a lot, right? You
Yeah.
need, I think, at least 30 minutes for each piece. So in 2 hours, I don't know how much time you can devote to organ playing each day, but on average, 2 hours is, good amount of time. You could only do 4 major pieces.
That's right.
So, as Osha is saying, look at softer and slower pieces, both from Romantic and the Baroque repertoire that you like. It surely there are more pieces than you wrote on the list that you would like to be playing. You know, pieces by Baroque composers like Buxtehude, they are easier than Bach's chorales, some of them.
Definitely easier than Bach's preludes and fugues or toccatas.
Yes. And you mentioned as number C challenge, being more confident in your playing. That will solve your problem with
Sure.
confidence. If you only play fast pieces, it's hard to be confident.
I know.
I would never be confident if I only played fast pieces.
And physically, how can you do that in one recital to play only fast and loud? And people would get, tired too after listening, organo piano all the time.
I think he's not thinking about recital, definitely, because he would, from the start, he would plan more varied program, I think.
Yes, but of course, if you are a church musician too, then you, of course, can play loud prelude and postlude, but in the middle of a service, you wouldn't play toccatas or even fugues.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So that's our best advice to you. So hope you will take it. Thank you guys for sending your questions. We love helping you grow. This was Vidas.
And Usha.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching, and practice materials for every area of organ playing. Thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, and improvise or compose your own music, and much, much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you like our organ music, you can also support us on Patreon and get free CDs.
Find out more at patreon.com/secrets of organ playing.